All right, all right, all right, all right. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? How is everybody doing? This is a mic check real quick. This is the Vikings news report. I'm gonna start doing this every single week. A Viking news report. We just want to talk about what's going on in the Vikings world because this is the Vikings world right now when it comes to NFL. We are the best team in the NFC North, and there ain't no debate. You know what I mean? People are going to deny it because they're just hating. People are going to hate because they can't appreciate greatness. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. We're going to let it rock. But ladies and gentlemen, I got some things I got to talk about. Let me try to do a sound check real quick just to make sure everything sounds good. And I'm gonna talk about. Sounds good to me. But yeah, man, this is definitely going to be an interesting Sunday against the Green Bay Packers. Now, let me put this article up real quick because I know it just seems kind of weird that, you know, Jordan Love is just it seems like he's building some excuses already. Don't bring up no excuses about oh the Vikings defense is this and I hope he plays though because I don't want no excuses for the Green Bay Packer fan base and I love that he's showing love to the Minnesota Vikings defense, but article written by Joe Nelson and he's talking about well this is what Jordan Love said. He admits it is hard. That the Vikings defense is hard, like the schemes and everything, and it's okay to show love, but come on, bruh. Don't try to show too much love because we still gonna bring it. And for Jordan Love is day to day, and I hope we see him because I want to beat him, man. Because I don't want the Packer fans to be like, well, y'all really didn't technically beat us, but it counts as a dub regardless. We're going to win regardless of whoever the quarterback is. I said that in my game preview, but it's just the fact that he's given us so much love. Like, why are you giving us so much love, Jordan Love? I know you're trying to give us love because your last name is Love, but bro, we don't want none of that love, man. We are a rival, and we want to beat you. Point blank, period. But this is what Jordan Love is saying. This is what he said, y'all. Well, let me just read a little bit what this article is saying. It says, Love is preparing like he's going to play. And if he does, he'll be facing a Minnesota Vikings defense that leads the league in sacks with 16. Shout out to the Minnesota Vikings defense. The Minnesota Vikings defense has been spectacular, has been on point. And it's just one of those things that, like, when you think of the Minnesota Vikings, you think of an offensive team. But for me, right now, I feel like the defense is outshining the offense. Is it just me? It all works together, special teams and offense and all that. It all comes together. But for me, it's just that defense. To shut down the Texans like that. We won 34-7, getting turnovers, making CJ Stroud throw interception after interception. It was amazing performance by this dang on defense. But they also said in this article, Minnesota Vikings, or what Brock Purdy said, Minnesota Vikings scheme is is crazy. And it was the scheme that dominated CJ Stroud in a very talented Houston offense in a 34-7 Vikings victory in week 3. And it's going to be another victory in week 4 against the dang on Packers. And also, this is what I'm assuming Jordan Love is saying this. They're a good defense. They got really good rushers. Brian Flores does a really good job of sending a lot of pressures. It's an exotic defense, so we just gotta be locked in to be able to pick some of the stuff up, Love said. So that's what Love is saying. He said, when asked about playing on less than 100% knee against the Vikings, man, if you win the game, it is what it is. I don't want to hear none of the less than 100%. I don't want to hear none of that. No, we're not building these excuses. We're not going to build up all these excuses. So when the Vikings destroy y'all, then it's going to be like, oh, well, Jordan Love wasn't healthy. I don't want to hear none of those excuses. I don't want to hear none of those excuses. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Sup with my bull Daniel. Shout out with my bull Cottage 81. Sup with everybody. How is everybody doing? Nah, man, I ain't trying to hear none of that. Fly, Eagles fly. I don't want to hear none of that. But yo, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button. Consider subscribing to your bull. We going live for every single game this season. Is definitely going down. Shout out to everybody rocking with your bull. But Nah, man, we not gonna even sit there and talk about the Eagles. It's too early in the morning. It's not even morning. It's too early in the day, I'll say. I don't wanna talk about that. But yeah, what else he said? He said, let's see what else this bull said. Love is like giving too much love to the Vikings, man, right now. I'm not liking it at all. We're not going to show you any less. Like, we're going to show you how we showed every team this season. When we beat the brakes off of the Giants, when we beat the brakes off of the 49ers, when we beat the brakes off of the Texans, we're not showing you any mercy. We're going to destroy you. And that's just what it's going to be. There's nothing you can do to stop us from destroying your whole team. Aaron Jones is going to run all over your defense. It's going to be play action after play action after play action to that bull JJ and Jordan Addison if he plays. It's going to be a Speedy Naylor type of game. It's going to be a Ty Chandler type of game. I might even see some action from that bull Tristan Jackson number 8 type game. It's going to be a vicious beatdown. But when it comes to that defense, hopefully Dallas Turner plays and Ivan Pace Jr. plays. It's going to be a vicious beatdown. I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all don't want to listen. Some people don't want to listen and admit that the Vikings are the real deal this year, but we're going to just keep on winning. And eventually people are going to start waking up and understanding that the Vikings are the real deal this season. But listen, this is what else he said. This is what Love is saying. I'm not liking this. He said they're coached up very well and they all have a great idea of where they need to be at the end of the day. It just comes down to being able to decipher what they're doing and then at the snap of a ball trying to figure out are they coming or they bluffing, things like that. But they do so much stuff that it is hard to kind of have a idea what they're doing pre-snap. So a lot of that stuff you just got to feel in post-snap. Man, I don't care about none of that. No, Jordan Love, stop, bro. You're a good player. I respect you, even though you're a Packers fan. But all this love, bro. I know your last name is Love. We're not showing no love to you, bro. We're not. It's a wrap. There's nothing you can do to try to soften up the defense for the mighty Minnesota Vikings. We're coming for you, bro. Sack after sack, interception after interception. That's the type of party that we're going to have. It's going to be a sack party. It's going to be an interception party. It's going to be that type of party. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it. But that's just what I wanted to talk about that guy Jordan Love. It seems like he kind of scared. He kind of nervous about what's happening right now when it comes to the Minnesota Vikings. It just seems like he's a little scared right now. Yo, it's just funny to me. Yo, shout out to TY in the building. You know those vibes. Uh, you been popping your ish this and hey, DFJ. You know the vibes, bro. Stop playing, bro. You know I'm be talking about ish all year with the Sixers, with every team, bro. With the Phillies, you know those vibes, bro. But with the Vikings right now, yeah, that's right. If you're a Vikings fan and you wonder why I just said that, I'm a hybrid sports fan. Philly, everything besides football. Football, diehard Minnesota Viking fan. When it comes to everything else, it's Philly all day, every day. When it comes to the Sixers and the Phillies, but yeah, 1969 Vikings are in the house, and we know the Vikings were so much better than the Houston Texans, but now they have a man. We y'all been saying that every single week. We have a real team. When we beat the 49ers, oh, we're gonna play against the 49ers and have McCaffrey. Oh, well, when you're not gonna beat the Texans. We beat the Texans so bad. Now you're saying is that what the Texans ain't a real team? Come on, bruh. We beating everybody that comes in our way, bro. That's just what it is right now. People gotta start putting respect on the Minnesota Vikings names. Like we ain't them bulls. We're the best in the NFL right now. I don't care what nobody says. It is what it is. Y'all, whether y'all like it or not, it is what it is. The Vikings are the best team in the NFL right now. We're the best undefeated team in the NFL right now. And I'm gonna talk my talk because that's just how I feel right now. And can't nobody deny it right now because we undefeated. We ain't take no L's. We ain't take no L's. Let's go, Mike Sports Vibez. You know the vibes. We going live for every single game, Minnesota Viking game. Let's get it. But look, now let's get to some more news. Let's get to some more news real quick, y'all, because we got to talk about the injuries. This is the injury report from yesterday. I didn't see the injury report from today. This is the 20. I think this is the 26th. 26. Yeah, 26. This is the 25th. I mean, so today's the 26th. Today's the 26th. Yesterday was the 25th. This is the 25th injury report. But look. So look, we got Gary Bradbury, center, ankle, did not practice Wednesday. We have Ivan Pace Jr. did not practice. Jay Ward did not practice. Jordan Addison, limited practice. Jonathan Ballard, um, limited practice. Dallas Turner, limited practice. Hill, number 54, limited practice. Josh Oliver, limited practice, and Sam Darnold, full practice. So that's good. I love to see full practice from our quarterback that bruised his knee. Luckily, there was nothing more than a bruise. Let's talk about the stinking Packers injury report real quick. We got Jordan Morgan did not practice. Alexander, I hope he plays limited practice. Kenny Clark, the defensive lineman, limited practice. Tucker Kraft, limited practice. Jordan Love, limited practice. Hopefully, Jordan Love plays because I don't want no excuses. I'm going to keep saying it because I want to beat the brakes off of them at their full strength. Also, Luke, limited practice. Josh Myers, limited practice. Jaden Reed, limited practice. Zach Tom, limited practice. They got a lot of injuries. Goodness gracious. Um, Carrington, Valentine, limited practice. Elton Jenkins, offensive lineman. I believe a guard. Is he a guard? Limited practice. So, and not injury related. It's just rest. All right, so that's cool, cool, cool. Hopefully, all y'all play because I want to beat the brakes off of y'all when y'all healthy. Now, let's get to TJ Hawkinson and the news about TJ Hawkinson real quick, and then I'm gonna get off. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Shout out to SG Talk, Sports Talk. Shout out to everybody that's been rocking with me all the time. Talk that talk. We ain't gonna talk about no fly Eagles fly. I'm not doing none of that. But shout out to each and every one of y'all that's in the building. But let's talk about the whatchamacall, TJ Hawkinson, debatably one of the, not even a debate. He is one of the best tight ends in the whole NFL. And that's just how I feel, man. That's how I'm coming. I'm yo, TJ Hawkinson, when he was playing, and that man's a touchdown machine. He catches like every thrown ball to him. Where is it at? Where is it at? Insiders. Okay, look, this is it right here. So look, we're gonna talk about TJ Hawkinson real quick. What is all these pop-ups? All right, so look, let me see. Where is it at? So A to Z Sports article, Vikings insider shares on return timeline for TJ Hawkinson's injury. So it sucks, man. I'm so surprised. Well, not surprised, but like how this offense is looking without one of the best tight ends in the game. And then we did miss Jordan Addison for the last 2 weeks. But this is what he wrote. The Minnesota Vikings aren't just 3-0 and top 5 in the latest NFL power rankings. They are playing shorthanded. They have been without starting wide receiver Jordan Addison for the last 2 weeks, and also play without inside linebacker Ivan Pace Jr. and outside linebacker Dallas Turner. Those players don't even include that guy, TJ Hawkinson. You know what I mean? That's just simply amazing how we're just playing the way we're playing with all those injuries. Who started this season on the physically unable to perform list after suffering a torn ACL last Christmas Eve. He had surgery on January 26th, and the Vikings are eagerly waiting for his return. I can't wait, man. I can't wait to see TJ. And this is also Insider Talks. TJ Hawkinson's return timeline. Head coach Kevin O'Connell wasn't very deceptive when asked about Hawkinson's potential return, instead deferring to the medical staff. He said, "Yeah, I'll continue. This is our coach, the best coach in the NFL right now." He said, "Yeah, I'll continue to defer to the medical staff on that, hoping to get TJ up and rolling as soon as possible. And he's done everything we asked. He's itching to get out there. He's asking great questions in meetings. He's helping with that tight end group, which is awesome. You know what I mean? Really just I felt a leadership role through him from him throughout his whole rehab. He's been totally present, almost to the point where sometimes, other than not having a really great player on Sundays, he's so involved, you know, in the meetings rooms with his teammates. And that's awesome. He's a great teammate. Shout out to TJ Hawkinson. Don't rush back, bro. Come back when you're ready. Also, it's difficult to judge when Hawkinson will return, especially since he had to wait until January 26th to have surgery due to the damage of to his MCL. All reports are that he looks great when he is on practice fields working off to the side. I think that means walking off to the side, but playing it safe is probably the best route. And I agree with that. You got to play safe. You don't want to rush him back and then re-injure something. Nah, we ain't trying to do that. When he comes back, he has to be healthy. You know what I mean? On the latest Minnesota Vikings sports with Mackey and Judd, local inside for Score North Durham Wolfson, talked about how he thinks the Hawkinson timeline will play out. And this is what they think. I'll start I'll still be surprised, Phil said. As good as he has looked, I'll be surprised if he's playing that first weekend in October in London. Yeah, so he's gonna be out for a little bit. I just look at the math, okay? So he undergoes surgery in late January. It's just so rare to come back, whatever that is, 8 months to go back and perform. I wonder about the field surface there in London. That is something to consider. I just think with the bye, the way it was strategically placed, now if the bye was week 9 or week 10, maybe we have a different conversation. And I'm just telling you, I think it's more like October 20th at home game against Detroit. That's cool. As long as he comes back in time for the late in the season, playoffs, whatever, like just come back. We need him. Where we see TJ not October 6th in London. So like whenever, I just let him be healthy. That's my biggest thing when it comes to TJ Hawkinson. I don't want him to re-injure anything. You know what I mean? I just want him to be 100% healthy and good. You know what I mean? Salute to you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. TY, can you see New York Giants beat Dallas Cowboys today? Yo, I hope so. I can't stand the Dallas Cowboys. I was thinking about going live for that game, but I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know. I don't know about that. I might just go live for just a whole talk about all the teams, but we'll see what the Cowboys do. I hope the Cowboys lose. I don't know, something about the Cowboys I can't stand. But yeah, that's all the news I got for the Minnesota Vikings. So yeah, TJ Hawkinson will be back sometime after the bye week, sometime after the London game, you know. But I just don't want it to. I don't want him to rush back. I feel like we're good without him right now, and we need him for what it counts the most. We don't need him necessarily right now, especially since we started the season so well. So I just feel like we should just make sure he's just 100% healthy before we even take a chance of him returning to the team on that field. So, because once you're on that field, ain't nobody caring about your injuries. It is what it is. You healthy. If you on the field, you healthy. You feel me? So yeah. So we're gonna see what happens. I'm just simply just excited about what's going on with the Vikings. They're doing a great job so far with everything. The game plan on both sides of the field when it comes to offense, when it comes to defense, and now we got quarterbacks like Jordan Love having like these built-in excuses. It seems like you're showing too much love, Jordan Love. You just showing too much, man. I cannot wait until Sunday, and we will show you no mercy. We will give you no mercy. It is what it is. Skol to the bowl. I'm going live for absolutely every game. If you haven't already and you're a diehard Minnesota Viking fan, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I am a hybrid sports fan, so I cover the Phillies, I cover the Sixers. Is definitely going down this year. Hopefully, all three of my teams win the dang on championship. Like, hopefully, my Phillies win the World Series. Hopefully, the Sixers win the championship, and hopefully, the Minnesota Vikings win their first Super Bowl in Minnesota Viking history. So, hopefully, I can have every team win. You know what I'm saying? That's what the ultimate goal is this season. Hopefully, that happens, but we shall see. But shout out to everybody rocking with your bull. I'm getting off. Have a wonderful day, and as always, God bless. Peace.